Hello, welcome to the Lovestead. My name is Jessica, and today I'm sharing with you books I've checked out on Kindle Unlimited. Iced decaf coffee today. I'm having a really bad pain flare, so I'm doing my best to look presentable, but we're super casual today. I'm wearing my jess-d-artagnan merch. It says, "But are the chapters short?" Because Miss Jan likes short chapters. If you like the books that I read, you might also like Jan's channel because we read and enjoy a lot of the same things. So I was a member of her Patreon for a while called The Lair, and it's a really wonderful experience. So I'm not anymore just for financial reasons, but if you're interested in joining a Patreon, she's definitely one I check out if you like what I do. She does it even better. I had started a video series a couple years ago about books that I checked out on Kindle Unlimited because I really like watching videos where people talk about what they check out on Kindle Unlimited. I think it's a fabulous reading service. I know that there's some debate right now about them using AI or signing some deal with AI. I don't know much about that. It's probably not going to stop me from subscribing to Kindle Unlimited because AI is everywhere. It is. And I love being able to support a lot of the indie authors that publish through Kindle Unlimited. And I just really love it as a service. I like watching videos where people share what they check out on KU because sometimes if you don't know what the book is, it can be hard to find what's actually available on KU. There's so much, and I feel like the Amazon website doesn't do a really good job of giving you full library access to everything. So it's one of those things where you sort of have to know that the book is on KU to get it. So Amazon could definitely use some improvement in that regard. But that's why I like these videos and why I wanted to make this video. And I had started this series a couple years ago. I think I had 2 or 3 episodes. And what I basically did was shared what I had checked out on KU. But I realized that I have not talked about did I actually read them and what did I think of those books. So what I'm going to do in this video is just kind of go through my Kindle Unlimited history here on my computer. For the books that I read and had that I checked out and read in previous videos, I'm just going to tell you what the book was and what I rated it. I'll also tell you what the genre is and that kind of thing. But I'm not going to give a description because it's going to be a lot. And then I'm going to share what I still have checked out that I haven't read yet from a previous video. And then talk about the next 10 that I have checked out that I haven't discussed in a video. I hope that makes sense. So basically in each of these 3 videos I shared 10 books that I checked out. You can have up to 20 on KU. So I'll share 10 that I have checked out, and then the goal is that in the next KU video I tell you what I thought of those 10 and the next 10 that I checked out, because 20 is just too much to go through in a video for me, so 10 feels realistic. Is this making sense? I don't even know. Chronic pain, brain fog, it's not a good combination. So let's go ahead and look at what I read and what I rated those books. And then I'll talk about what I still need to read from my last KU video. And then I'll talk about my new 10 checkouts. So first, what I read and what I rated them. I've read books 1 through 6 of the Spellford Cove Cozy Mystery series by Samantha Silver. Those are primarily available in ebook form or on KU. So book 1 is The Witching Flower. I gave it 3 stars. Book 2 is Double Tartan Trouble. I gave it 2 stars. Book 3 is A Baker's Coven. 3 stars. Book 4, With a Charm on Top. Book 5, Icing on the Curse. And Book 6, Bread and Bewitching. Oh, I haven't read Book 6 yet. So I've read through Book 5. So With a Charm on Top, which is Book 4, and Book 5, Icing on the Curse, I gave both of those 3 stars. I love this series. It's a super comforting series for me. It's an adult cozy mystery with paranormal aspects. The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, I DNF'd, thought it was terrible. Death Becomes Her by Nancy Coco, book 1 in an Oregon Honeycomb mystery. 3 stars. It's an adult cozy mystery. Blue by Lise Gold. This is an adult sapphic romance. I DNF'd it. Honestly, there's been a lot of DNFs, especially in romance, which is what inspired me to start my new romance series, which I still have to release the first one. I've been working on it for almost 2 years. I finished the last book and I will hopefully be posting that video in February. I don't know when this video is going up, so you may or may not have seen it, or it might be upcoming, but that 2-year-long freaking project is coming. Romeo and Juliet by Kathy Daly. This is book 1 in the Whales and Tales Mysteries. It is an adult cozy mystery series. 3 stars. Scene of the Grind by Tanya Kappas. This is book 1 in the Killer Coffee mystery series. 3 stars. There are a lot of cozy mystery series on KU. Sacrifice, a vampire romance by Katie Robert. This is book 1 in the Bloodline Vampires trilogy. Straight up just paranormal smut. I gave it 3 stars. Pucked, book 1 in the Pucked series by Helena Hunting, adult contemporary hockey romance. I DNF'd it. There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. This is book 1 in the Sinners Duet. I gave this 5 stars. Loved this duet. Gothicana by Rue Nix. This is an adult dark academia dark romance. 2 stars. Wheeler Dealer Ghost and Camper Kooky Mystery book 1 by Rita Moreau. DNF'd. The Butterfly Garden by Dot Hutchison. This is book 1 in the Collectors. This is an adult thriller horror. I think I gave this 4 stars. There Is No Devil by Sophie Lark. This is book 2 in the Sinners Duet. This is adult dark romance, and this is dark. This is serial killer romance. I think I gave it 4 stars. Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. This is the first book in the Brutal Birthright adult mafia romance. I gave this like 3.5 stars. This one is supposed to be a dark romance, but it's actually really funny. In Peace Lies Havoc by Amo Jones. This is book 1 in the Midnight Mayhem series, which is also an adult dark romance. I gave this 4 stars. In Fury Lies Mischief by Amo Jones. This is book 2 in the Midnight Mayhem adult dark romance series. I gave this 3 stars. Haunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton, book 1 in the Cat and Mouse Duet, an adult dark romance. I DNF'd. Black Sunshine by Karina Hall, or Hallie, I'm not sure which. This is book 1 in the Dark Eyes dark romance paranormal adult series. I DNF'd. Are we seeing a pattern with the romance here? And this isn't just Kindle Unlimited romance, this is romance in general. I really struggle with it, hence the series that I'm coming out with. To Love Jason Thorne by Ella Mays. This is an adult contemporary romance. I DNF'd. The Risk by S.T. Abbey. This is book 1 in the Mindfuck series. 4 stars. Air, which is book 2 in the Bloodline Vampires adult dark smut by Katie Robert. 3 stars. And then Queen, which is book 3 in the trilogy of the Bloodline Vampires by Katie Robert. 3 stars. Neural Rewiring for Eating Disorder Recovery by Tabitha Farrar. This is adult nonfiction self-help. 4 stars. Enticing the Scrooge by Jessica Kane. This is an adult, unhinged, wacky romance novella. I laughed because it was so unhinged. I was highly entertained. 3 stars. You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty by Akweke Emeze. This is an adult contemporary literary romance. 4 stars. In Silence She Screams by Amo Jones. This is book 3 in the Midnight Mayhem dark romance series. I DNF'd. The Fine Print by Lauren Asher, an adult contemporary romance. It's book 1 in the Dreamland Billionaire series. DNF. Sidetracked by S.T. Abbey, book 2 in the Mindfuck series. 3.5 stars. The Mad Catter, which is book 2 in the Whales and Tales mystery series by Kathy Daly. 3 stars. The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Clarissa Broadbent. This is book 1 in the Crowns of Nyaxia adult fantasy romance series. 4 stars. Rein Me In. This is book 1 in the Cowboys of Nighthawk series by Kayla Gross, an adult cowboy romance. 4 stars. Fire Night by Penelope Douglas. This is a novella in the Devil's Night series, which is my all-time favorite dark romance adult series by Penelope Douglas. I think I gave this novella 4 stars. Scarlet Angel by S.T. Abbey, book 3 in the Mindfuck series, 3.5 stars. The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides. This is an adult literary fiction, 2 stars. Rope Me In by Kayla Gross, which is book 2 in the Cowboys of Nighthawk series, an adult cowboy romance, 3.5 or 4 stars. Starting Line by McKay Marie, an adult Olympics sports romance. I gave that one, I think, 3.5 stars. Twisted Heathens, which is book 1 in the Blackwood Institute series by J. Rose, an adult dark romance, DNF. Nocticadia by Carrie Lake. This is an adult dark romance, dark academia, sci-fi, and I gave that one 4 stars. 3.5 or 4 stars. I read it recently and now I can't remember what I rated it, but I really enjoyed it. It's in that range, 3.5 or 4. The Alice Network by Kate Quinn, which is adult historical fiction about World War I. I DNF'd. Historical fiction is another genre I struggle with. Tide by Carrie Ann Cole. This is an adult dark romance, 5 stars. Hate by Tate James. This is book 1 in the Madison Kate series, which is also an adult dark romance, DNF. A Whole Latte Trouble by Kayla Hinson. This is a cozy mystery I'm convinced was written by AI. I gave it 1 star. Impact by Haley Jenner. This is an adult dark romance, DNF. Are we surprised? Probably not. Capone by J. Quell J. This is an adult dark romance, urban romance, 3 stars. That wraps up what I read, or what it appears to be primarily DNF'd. It's so weird because I have a lot of DNFs, but then I have a lot that I've read on KU that were just became all-time favorites as well. Wild. Let's go through what I have checked out and talked about in previous videos but not yet read. Vicious by V.E. Schwab, book 1 in the Villains series. I think this is an adult fantasy. I get this mixed up with her middle grade one. It's either her middle grade or adult fantasy. The Sword of Kaigen by M.L. Wong, adult high fantasy. If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio, adult dark academia. The Last House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward, adult horror. Dragon Mage by M.L. Spencer, adult high fantasy. City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. I believe this is an adult fantasy. If not, it's YA fantasy. Zodiac Academy, The Awakening, book 1 in the Zodiac Academy series by Carolyn Peckham and Susan Valenti. I think that's an adult romantasy. Boy Parts by Eliza Clark, which is an adult literary fiction. That's what I have checked out that I have talked about in a previous video but not yet read. Let's talk about my 10 new checkouts. Number 1, Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. This is an adult contemporary romance. Let me get out my phone to read you the description of these. This is book 2 in the Part of Your World series. Book 1 is Part of Your World. I read that and really enjoyed it. So here in book 2, it says, Dr. Brianna Ortiz's life is seriously flatlining. Her divorce is just about finalized. Her brother's running out of time to find a kidney donor. Ooh, and that promotion she wants, oh, that's probably going to the new man doctor who's already registering 80-7 on Brianna's pain in my ass scale. But just when all systems are set to hate, Dr. Jacob Maddox completely flips the game by sending Brianna a letter. I've only read 2 Abby Jimenez. I read Yours Truly and I read Say You'll Remember Me last year, and both of them I've really enjoyed. Say You'll Remember Me was actually one of my favorite romances of 2025. From Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata. This is an adult sports romance. It's about figure skaters, which I figure will be perfect for February when we have the Winter Olympics. Mariana Zapata also writes slow burn romances, which I'm learning is something that I like in romance. So I've never read one of hers before. The description of this one says, if someone were to ask Jasmine Santos to describe the last few years of her life with a single word, it would definitely be a 4-letter one. After 17 years of figure skating and countless broken bones and broken promises, she knows her window to compete is coming to a close. But when the offer of a lifetime comes from the arrogant idiot she spent the last decade dreaming about pushing in front of a moving bus, Jasmine might have to reconsider everything, including Ivan Lukov. Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. This is book 2 in the Letters of Enchantment duology. I read the first one, Divine Rivals, a couple of years ago and really liked it. It's adult fantasy romance. It kind of has some young adult vibes about it. So this one picks up where that one leaves off with Iris and Roman. So in this universe, there's this war between gods and they meet in the first book. That's all I really want to say because I don't want to be spoilery. But the first book was really, really good. Knock Knock Open Wide by Neil Sharpson. This one I heard of from Gabby at Gabby Reads. It's an adult horror. So it says, driving home late one night, Etienne Larkin finds a corpse on a pitch black country road deep in the Irish countryside. She takes the corpse to her remote farmhouse. So begins a night of unspeakable horror that will take her to the very brink of sanity. She will never speak of it again. Enchantra by Kaylee Smith. This is book 2 in the Wicked Games duology. The first book in this series is Phantasma. This is an adult kind of romantic-y horror. So in the first book, there's this like demonic circus that comes to town in New Orleans, and this pair of sisters, their mom dies. Their mom has magical powers, and then when she dies, her powers pass down to the oldest daughter. And the girls are having a lot of financial difficulty since their mom passed, and so the youngest daughter joins this circus competition thing because if you win the competition, then you get one wish. And the older daughter joins the competition to try to save the younger daughter because people often do not make it through this competition. And in the process, there's this romance. I really, really loved the first book, and I'm excited for the second one. Off to the Races by Elsie Silver. This is book 1 in the Gold Rush Ranch series. This is an adult cowboy romance. The description says, keeping things professional with my employees has never been an issue until Billy waltzes into my property. She's talented, feisty, and tempting. We clash from the moment we meet, and I can't stop thinking about all the ways I could take her down a peg. I can't stop thinking about her, period. And even in a small town on an even smaller farm, it's hard to keep my distance. I really don't like these descriptions of romance novels. They don't tell you anything about what the actual story is other than there's going to be a romance. But apparently this happens on a farm and it's really popular. The Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose. This is book 1 in the Perfect series. It's an adult thriller. I read one other book by Geneva Rose and I really liked her writing style. So the description of this one says, Sarah Morgan is a successful and powerful defense attorney in Washington, D.C. At 33 years old, she is a named partner at her firm and life is going exactly how she planned, because of course it is. The same cannot be said for her husband, Adam. He's a struggling writer who has had little success in his career. He begins to tire of his and Sarah's relationship as she is constantly working. Out in the secluded woods at Adam's and Sarah's second home, Adam engages in a passionate affair with Kelly Summers. Then one morning, everything changes. Adam is arrested for Kelly's murder. Party of Liars by Kelsey Cox. This was on one of my new release videos last year. This is an adult thriller. It says, a lavish Texas-sized Sweet 16 turns deadly in this twisty, pulse-pounding new novel. Today is Sophie Matthews' 16th birthday party, an exclusive black tie bash in the heart of the Texas Hill Country where secrets are as deep-rooted as the sprawling live oaks. Sophie's dad has spared no expense and his renovated cliffside mansion, once thought haunted, is now hosting the event of the season. This is Where We Talk Things Out by Caitlin Morceau. This follows the gut-wrenching journey of Miller and her estranged mother Sylvie, who have always had a tense relationship. After Miller's father dies, she agrees to a girl's vacation away from the city to reconnect with the only family she has left. Although she's eager to make things work, Miller can't help but worry that her mother is seeing their countryside retreat as a fun weekend getaway instead of what it really is, a last-ditch effort to repair their relationship. Unfortunately, that quickly becomes the least of Miller's problems. This is a novella at 93 pages. Okay, last is Women Without Men by Sharnush Parsipour. This looks like historical fiction. It says, shortly after the 1989 publication of Women Without Men in her native Iran, Sharnush Parsipour was arrested and jailed for her frank and defiant portrayal of women's sexuality. Now banned in Iran, this small masterpiece was eventually translated into several languages and introduced to U.S. readers to the work of a brilliant Persian writer. With a tone that is stark and bold, Women Without Men creates an evocative allegory of life for contemporary Iranian women and the interwoven destinies of 5 women. Simple situations such as walking down a road or leaving the house become difficult in the tumult of post-World War II Iran. Horrific and defiant as women escape the narrow confines of family and society, only to face daunting new challenges. She's now in political exile, the author, and she lives in the Bay Area. That seems like a very timely read. Alright, so those are the 10 books that I have newly checked out on Kindle Unlimited and plan to read. What are some Kindle Unlimited books that you've read recently that you like and can recommend to folks? Let's make a list of recommendations down in the comment section, since Amazon's not great about having their full library easily accessible and visible. If you are enjoying my content, make sure to hit like and subscribe. If you feel really at home here, go ahead and join the Discord. All of the information is in the link below. If you are, which one of these 10 am I most looking forward to? Let me see. Honestly, right now I'm most looking forward to Women Without Men by Sharnush Parsipour. So for our emoji, leave me the fire emoji. And until next time, make sure that you continue to read good books, drink good coffee, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye!